Okay, let's just be honest. AI is absolutely everywhere, and it is moving fast. So if you're in sales, you're probably asking yourself, what does all this actually mean for me, for my career? Well, today we're going to break down how the best of the best, the top sellers, are using AI not just to get by, but to completely thrive.
Right now, I think most people in sales are feeling this weird mix of excitement and, frankly, a little bit of anxiety. Is this new tech a threat to our jobs, or is it maybe the single biggest opportunity we've ever had? That's the real question we're going to get into.
And really, this is what it all boils down to, isn't it? That one little fear in the back of every salesperson's mind. Am I about to be replaced by some algorithm? It's a totally fair question. And you know what? The answer might actually surprise you.
So let's just get this straight right from the get-go. The truth is, AI is not here to take your job. It's here to amplify your impact. Think about it. Instead of making you obsolete, it actually makes those uniquely human things you do, well, it makes them more valuable than ever before.
So how does that work? Why do you become more important? Well, it's simple. In a world that's about to be flooded with automated messages and AI-generated everything, a real, genuine human connection, that's what's going to stand out. Let's dig into what that actually looks like.
This right here, this is the partnership. AI handles the what? The drafting, the research, the summarizing. It does it at a scale we couldn't even dream of. But you provide the why. You're the one who builds the relationship, who understands the little nuances, and who gives the whole thing meaning.
I mean, just think about the parts of selling that are totally irreplaceable. An algorithm can't build trust during a really tough negotiation, right? It can't show real empathy when a client is having a bad day. And it for sure can't use human judgment in a complex, high-stakes deal. These things, trust, empathy, judgment, these are and always will be your superpowers. Okay, so we've established that AI isn't here to replace us. Awesome. The next logical question is, so how do I actually use it? This is where this simple little framework comes in. We call it the 3 A's, and it's a super practical model for making AI a part of your daily grind.
Look, your path to mastering AI isn't about becoming some kind of tech wizard overnight. Not at all. It's a really simple progression. First, you just adopt the tools. Then you adapt them to your own process. And finally, you become adept at using them. Let's break down each one. So step 1, adopt, is all about just getting your hands dirty. The key here is to just start. Seriously, don't wait for the perfect tool or the perfect strategy. Just pick one tiny thing, like drafting a first-pass email, and give it a shot. The goal here is just experimentation, not perfection.
Next up, you adapt. And this part is so important. AI is not a one-size-fits-all thing. You have your own unique selling style, your own voice. So the goal here is to make the technology work for you. You want to shape the AI around your rhythm and your process, so it feels like an extension of you, not some clunky replacement. And finally, you become adept. This is the stage where the magic really happens. AI isn't just a tool you use anymore, it's become a seamless part of how you operate. It starts to anticipate what you need, it frees you from all that administrative nonsense, and it basically acts like a second brain, multiplying your output so you can focus on what actually matters, the human work.
So, the most crucial point is how you see this new partnership. Top performers, they use AI to become faster, sharper, and clearer. They are AI-enhanced, not AI-dependent. That is a critical distinction.
So what does this new division of labor actually look like in practice? Well, you let AI handle all the repetitive stuff that just drains your energy. Updating the CRM, scheduling meetings, summarizing call transcripts. This frees up your time and, more importantly, your mental space to focus on what only you can do, building that genuine connection, providing crystal clear clarity, and using your emotional insight to influence and guide the customer.
I love this analogy. Think about it. An accountant uses a calculator for all the complex math, right? But they would never let the calculator make the final financial decision. It's exactly the same for us. Use AI for speed and for data, but your judgment, your ethics, your intuition, they always have the final say.
Let's just play out a real-world scenario. Picture this. 2 sales reps get the exact same RFP. Rep A tries to compete with AI. They write everything manually, they get overwhelmed, and they end up submitting a pretty generic proposal. They become replaceable. But Rep B partners with AI. They use it to handle the grunt work, which frees them up to add unique human insights. Rep B is faster, sharper, and deeply human. They become irreplaceable. You see, at the end of the day, the tools don't decide your future. You do. Your mindset, How you choose to approach this whole technological shift, that is the single most important factor in whether AI becomes a threat or your greatest superpower.
So, which of these sounds more like you? On one side, you've got the threat mindset. It's rooted in fear. It sounds like, this is just too much, or I'm already so far behind. But on the other side, you have the superpower mindset, which is all driven by curiosity. It breaks the problem down into tiny pieces. Okay, what if I just learned this one feature? Or let me just try it and see what happens. This is where the winners live.
And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? The top performers in this new era aren't going to be the ones who know everything about AI. They're going to be the ones who just stay open, who stay a little playful with it, and who are willing to learn a little bit more every single week. Your curiosity, that is what's going to keep you ahead of the curve. Let me leave you with this powerful idea. You cannot compete with AI on speed or on processing data. You just can't, and you shouldn't even try. But AI can never, ever compete with you on what it means to be human. Your job isn't to fight the machine. It's to use the machine to amplify your humanity. Look, AI is designed to get rid of all that tedious busy work and give you back your time. So the question isn't whether AI is good or bad. The real question, the one you should be asking yourself, is how are you going to invest those hours you get back? Will you use them to build deeper relationships, to solve harder problems, and to become truly, truly irreplaceable? That is the real opportunity here.